Hi everyone, you are watching Yoga with Ellie Camille. I'm Ellie, and this is a 60-minute Hatha class with a focus on standing poses. If you want to use some props, 2 blocks might be a good idea, maybe a strap. If you don't have these objects, you can always find some household objects that would serve the same purpose. A thick book, maybe a towel in place of a strap. Something that would help you reach. If you have an injury that you need some advice with, please let me know down in the comments and I will respond with some suggestions of modifications. I'll also give you some modifications as we're going. If something's not feeling right, just let me know. At any time, if you feel the need to rest, you can withdraw to child's pose. This is your personal practice, so be mindful and make sure that you are listening to your body. So come to the top of your mat to stand in mountain pose or Tadasana. Feet together, big toes touching, arms by your sides with palms facing forward. Allow your chest to be open. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears and tuck your tailbone in slightly. If you feel comfortable doing so, go ahead and close your eyes. Quietly set an intention for your practice today. Maybe a positive word or a mantra. Something you want to focus on during today's sequence. When you're ready, inhale your arms out and up overhead. Interlace your fingers and then lean slightly to the right. Keep your right side lifted and feel the stretch in your left side. On your next inhale, come back to center. Exhale and lean slightly to the left. Don't crunch that left side. It's a slight bend. Inhale, come back to center. On your exhale, we're going to do eagle arms with your right arm. I'm going to show you. With your right arm coming underneath your left elbow and your palms touching. You can stay here with your palms touching, or if it, with your backs of your hands touching, or you can wrap around and have your palms touching. Lower your shoulders and lift your elbows slightly. Take a full breath in and out. Exhale and unravel your arms. Take your right arm up and bend your elbow. Bring your fingertips in between your shoulder blades. Left arm comes around and behind your back. And then if you're able to, hook your fingertips. If you're not able to hook your fingertips, you can use a strap, or you can just press your hands into your upper back. Inhale, both arms up. Interlace your fingers again, but this time put your opposite pinky on the outside. This probably feels weird because I'm guessing that the first time you did what feels natural for you, and this is not your normal way of clasping your fingers. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lean to the right. Stretching the left side body. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lean to the left. Make sure you're not crunching. Keep your torso lifted. Inhale, come back to center. Eagle arms again, this time with your left arm underneath the right. If it feels good, bring your palms to touch. If not, leave the backs of your hands touching. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Keep your crown lifting up, crown of your head. Breathe. Exhale, unravel your arms. This time, left arm goes up and behind your back, and your right arm goes around. And you might notice a difference between these two sides. On the first side, I was able to hook my fingertips, and on this side, they are not close enough. So just pay attention to your body and what your body needs from side to side. On your next exhale, lower your arms to your sides in Tadasana. Inhale your arms out and up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward at your hips with a flat back. Then round your upper back and let your head fall. Bring your fingertips to the floor or your ankles or shins, whatever feels best. You can have a bend in your knees if you need. And try to lift your tailbone up towards the sky. On your next inhale, halfway lift. Your palms can come to your shins. They can stay on the floor if you're able to keep your back straight that way, or they can hang in front of you. But you want your head, back, and hips in a nice straight line here. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms. Step your left foot back into a low lunge. Make sure your right knee is over your right ankle. Loop your shoulders back. Shine your heart forward. Take a breath here. Slowly walk your right foot out a little bit towards the edge of the mat. Bring your right hand inside that foot. And now we're in lizard lunge. And if at any point you need to drop your back knee, you can do that. To deepen the stretch in lizard lunge, you can come down to your forearms. Keep your neck long. Breathe. On your next inhale, come up to your palms. Bring your right foot back underneath your right knee and your right hand outside of that foot. Low lunge. If your back knee is down, lift it. Plant your palms and bring your right foot back to meet the left foot in plank. Inhale. Exhale. Send your hips high to downward facing dog. Melt your heels to the mat, but it's okay if they don't make it all the way there. Spread your fingertips wide and press into all 10 fingers. Think about drawing a long line of energy through your thighs. Take one more deep breath. On your next inhale, lift your left leg up behind you. Exhale, bring it in between your hands. Low lunge. Loop your shoulders back. Look forward. Slowly begin to walk your left foot out a little bit and bring your left hand inside your foot. Lizard lunge. You can stay here, or you can come down to your elbows, your forearms. Keep your left knee hugging in. And breathe. Slowly walk your left foot back underneath your knee. Bring your left foot hand outside that foot. And low lunge for a breath. And if you don't have your back knee dropped, slowly drop it to the mat. Bring your left knee back to meet your right knee. Tabletop position. Wrists directly under your shoulders. Make sure your knees are under your hips. And start with a neutral spine. Engage your core. And on your inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest and your head, point your tailbone up. Cow pose. Exhale, round your spine. Pull your belly to your spine. Tuck your tailbone and your head. Cat pose. We're going to flow like that a few times. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, round the spine. And you can flow at your own pace. Follow your breath. And let the movement start at your tailbone and stretch through each vertebrae as you move between each pose. Cat and cow. Finish out your cycle and let's meet back in a neutral spine. Bring your toes to touch. Take your knees out wide. Sit back on your heels and walk your hands forward until your chest comes in between your thighs. If you're able to, bring your forehead to the mat. Child's pose. We'll rest here for a couple breaths. Slowly walk your hands to the right, feeling a stretch on your left side. On your inhale, come back to center. And exhale, walk your hands to the left, feeling a stretch in your right side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale. Inhale, come up to tabletop position. Tuck your toes. Exhale, lift your hips and your knees into downward facing dog. Allow your biceps to frame your ears. Broaden out through your upper back. On your next inhale, raise your right leg up behind you. Exhale and bring your foot to the outside of your right hand into like a wide lunge. Stay up on your fingertips with your chest open. Bring your left hand to the center of your mat and twist to the right as you bring your right hand up towards the ceiling. At any time, you can drop your back knee if you need. Take a few breaths here. On your next exhale, lower your right hand to the mat. Readjust your left hand and then bring your right foot back to the left foot in plank. Inhale. Exhale, send your hips high to downward facing dog. Take a breath to reset. On your next inhale, lift your left leg up behind you. On exhale, and bring it to the outside of your left hand. Wide lunge. Bring your right hand to the center of your mat. And exhale to twist towards your left leg, bringing your left hand up towards the ceiling. And breathe. On your next exhale, bring your left hand back to the mat. Readjust your right hand so that's underneath your shoulder. Engage your core and step your right foot up towards your hands. Bring your feet together and exhale and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, your arms out and up overhead. Bring your hands to touch and take a baby back bend if that feels good. And exhale your hands to heart in prayer. Awesome job. Hope you are feeling warmed up and ready for our sun salutations. If you need to grab some water, go ahead and do that at any point. Pause the video, jump right back in when you're ready. Okay, we're going to do 5 rounds of sun salutations. Feel free to move through them at your own pace. If you're not at the top of your mat, come to the top of your mat in Tadasana or mountain pose. Engage your quads and turn your thighs in slightly towards each other. Inhale, your arms out and up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward. And then soften down for forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms. Step one foot back into a low lunge. And then the other foot back to plank. Lower your knees. Come forward slightly. And as you exhale, slowly lower down, hugging your elbows in to your body. Pause when your elbows are bent about 90 degrees, and then slowly lower the rest of the way. That was Chaturanga, and it's really important to do that pose slowly and with good form to prevent any injury. So kind of keep your shoulders above your elbows as you're coming down and keep your chest open. Inhale, lift your chest to cobra. Draw a long line of energy out through the crown of your head. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, come up to tabletop position. Exhale, tuck your toes. Send your hips high to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward at your hands and step one foot up and then the other to forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms out and up overhead. Exhale, float your arms down to Tadasana. Okay, that was one round. So let's go. Inhale, arms out and up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms. Step one foot back into low lunge and then the other foot back to plank. Drop your knees, come through Chaturanga. Inhale to Cobra. Exhale, come down. Inhale up to tabletop. Exhale, send your hips high to downward facing dog. Look forward at your hands. Inhale and step one foot up and then the other to forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up with a flat back, arms overhead. Exhale, float your arms down to Tadasana. Okay, give yourself permission to look away from the video and just listen to my voice. Inhale, your arms out and up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step one foot back and then the other into plank. On the exhale, come through Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, come down. Inhale, up to tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step one foot up and then the other into forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up with a flat back, arms overhead. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, arms out and up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Maybe this time you jump both of your feet back at the same time into plank. Exhale, come through Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, back down. Inhale, up to tabletop position. Tuck your toes. Exhale as you send your hips high to downward facing dog. And maybe this time you hop your feet up to meet your hands in forward fold. And you exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, arms out and up overhead. Exhale, Tadasana. All right, last round. Let's do it all together. Inhale, arms out and up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms. Come back to plank, however you like to get there. Exhale, send your hips high to downward. Oh, messed up there. We're not there yet. Drop your knees, or don't drop your knees if you're feeling strong enough. Exhale to come through Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, come back down. Inhale up to tabletop. Exhale your hips high to downward facing dog. Look forward, inhale, and hop your feet up. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, your arms out and up overhead. Exhale them down to Tadasana. Awesome job, you guys. All right. We're getting into it now. Hopefully you are all warmed up. Blood is flowing. Turn to face the long side of your mat. Step or hop your feet wide. Turn your right toes 90 degrees, facing the short edge of your mat. Left foot stays parallel. Inhale your arms out so that they are parallel to the ground. On your exhale, bend your right knee until it's right over your right ankle. Warrior two. If it feels good, you can look over your right hand. Take a few deep breaths here. On your next inhale, straighten your right leg. Turn your right foot back to parallel. Turn your left foot out to face the short edge of your mat. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, bend your left knee. Warrior two. Draw a long line of energy out through your fingertips. Look over those left fingertips if that feels okay for your neck. And breathe. On your next inhale, straighten your left knee. Rotate your left foot and then step or hop your feet together back to Tadasana. Take a breath here. Okay. Warrior two on the right side, so step your feet wide. Turn your right foot out to face the long edge of your mat, or the short edge of your mat. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, bend your right knee into warrior two. Try to keep your hips level and open. Breathe. On your next inhale, straighten your right leg. Reach forward over that right leg, and as you exhale, bring your torso down. Triangle pose. You can rest your fingertips on the mat, on your ankle or your shin, or this would even be an opportunity to use a block to bring the floor a little bit closer to you. And then your left arm is straight up to the ceiling, stacking your shoulders. And breathe. On your next inhale, bring your torso up. Rotate your right foot back to parallel. Rotate your left foot to face the short edge of your mat. Inhale your arms out and inhale your arms out. Exhale, bend your left knee. Press into the heel of that left foot. Breathe. On your next inhale, straighten your left knee, reach out over that left foot, and then exhale as you bring your torso down. Keep your spine long. And breathe. On your next inhale, bring your torso up. Rotate your left foot back to parallel. Step or hop your feet together and bring your arms to Tadasana. Awesome. Okay. And do warrior two again over the right foot. So step or hop your feet wide. Turn your right foot out. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, bend your right knee. Press into the outer edge of your back foot as you look over your right fingertips. On your next inhale, straighten your right leg. Reach out over that foot and exhale to triangle. Make sure your shoulders are stacked and your chest is rotating outward. Breathe. On your next exhale, we're going to move into extended side angle. Bend your right knee. Make sure the knee is over the ankle. You can keep your arms in this position, or you can bring your forearm to your thigh, and then your left arm can either stay straight up or it can come over your head, pointing towards the front of your mat with your bicep framing your ear. Make sure to keep your torso lifted so you're not collapsing down into that forearm, and then breathe. On your next inhale, engage your torso to come up. Straighten your right knee, rotate your foot, and then your left foot. Warrior two. Inhale your arms out. Bend your left knee as you exhale. And look over your left fingertips. Take a full breath in and out. Your next inhale, straighten your left leg, triangle pose. Reach out over that left foot, and then as you exhale, bring your hand down and breathe. On your next exhale, extended side angle, bend that left knee, and then take the arm position that feels best for you. Maybe your forearm comes to your thigh and your right hand comes over your head. Breathe. On your next inhale, engage your core and come back up to warrior two. Straighten your left leg, rotate your left foot so that it is parallel to your right foot. Bring your hands to your hips. As you exhale, hinge forward at the hips, coming down with a flat back into wide-legged forward fold. So you can come as far as you can, and then bring your fingertips to the mat and let your head and neck soften down. You can use a block here on whatever setting helps you get into this pose. Breathe. On your next inhale, halfway lift, just like we did with standing forward fold. Come up halfway, flat back, and then exhale, fold back down. Inhale, come all the way up with a flat back, hands to your hips, and then step or hop your feet together to Tadasana and float your hands down by your sides. Awesome. We're going to do some balancing now. With balancing, I encourage you to take a risk. If you fall, we'll catch you. And there's a couple modifications. We're going to do tree pose. So if you need a wall, a chair, you can use that. And then there's a couple different positions with your foot that may or may not help you balance better. Okay, so we're starting in mountain pose. Nice strong core. Maybe find a focal point that's not moving to focus on. Begin to shift the weight into your left foot and peel your right foot up off the mat. Swing your right knee out to the side so you can leave your toes on the mat. You can bring your foot to your calf or your thigh. Just avoid the knee to prevent any injuries. And then inhale your arms out and up overhead. And take a few breaths here. Awesome job, you're doing it. On your next exhale, slowly lower everything down. Give a little shake to reset. And then come back to nice steady Tadasana. Shift the weight into your right foot and begin to lift your left foot off the ground. And if you want to try a different foot position on this side, you are more than welcome to. Just listen to your body and remember the sides of your body are different. So maybe this side is easier to balance on or more challenging. And then exhale, your arms out and up overhead. Keep your core engaged. Keep length in your spine, lifting out of that hip, not dumping into it, lifting out. And breathe. When you're ready, exhale and let everything float back down. We're going to do Warrior 2 again, so you can step your feet wide, turn your right foot out. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, bend that knee. Nice strong Warrior 2. Take a couple of deep breaths here. From here, we're going to move into half moon. So step your left foot in a little bit, come up onto that toe, and then as you are reaching towards the ground with your right hand, you want to straighten your right leg and lift your left leg back behind you. This can be a little challenging, but I encourage you to try it. You might surprise yourself. And you can watch me first and then try. And I have a hard time talking and balancing. But like I said, if you fall out of it, hop right back in or rest. Your practice, you decide. Wherever you are, just breathe. And when you're ready, try to slowly lower your left foot back, bend your right knee, and bring your torso up back to warrior two. And take a couple breaths here. We're going to do that on the other side, and then we'll cool down. So inhale to straighten your right leg, rotate your foot, rotate your left foot. Inhale those arms out and straighten your, or bend your left knee as you exhale into warrior two. And breathe. When you're ready, walk your right foot in a little bit. Begin to bring your torso down as you bring your right leg up behind you and straighten your left leg. Right arm is towards the ceiling. Hips are open to the side. Smile and breathe. Half moon. When you're ready, engage your core to bring your torso up and your right foot back behind you. Bend your left knee, warrior two for a few more breaths. Keep your, check in with your hips. Make sure your hips are level in this pose. On your next inhale, straighten your left leg, rotate your foot so that it's parallel, and then step or hop your feet together in Tadasana. Awesome job, guys. We're gonna come down to our mats now, so slowly make your way down to seated. We are going to bend our knees and bring both feet to the side towards your right hip. And as best as you can in this position, try to keep your right sit bone pressing down. And then we're going to bring the right hand to the knee and twist to the left. So your left hand can come behind you. Long spine. And twist only as far as feels comfortable for you. On your next inhale, come back to center. Swing your feet around to the other side. Your left foot's kind of resting in the arch, or your ankle is resting in the arch of your right foot. Try to keep your left hip heavy, spine long. Bring your left hand to your right knee and then your fingertips behind you as you twist to the right this time. Breathe. On your next inhale, come back to center. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall out wide. And grab on to your toes, your ankles, or your shins. Sit up nice and tall, bound angle pose. And if it feels good, you can hinge forward at your hips, keeping your spine nice and long. On your next inhale, come back up. Straighten out your legs, and we're going to roll down to our backs. So make your way there slowly. And when you get there, keep your feet on the floor, bring them closer in towards your glutes. And put your palms on the floor facing down, shoulders pressing into the mat. Inhale, engage your core, and on your exhale, slowly lift your hips up to bridge. Your hips are in a straight line from your knees to your chest. Tuck your chin slightly. And if you're able to, you can roll your shoulder blades underneath and clasp your hands underneath your hips. And breathe. When you're ready, make sure you unclasp your hands and then roll your shoulder blades back out before you come down. And then on your exhale, slowly lower down vertebrae by vertebrae until your hips are back on the ground. Okay. Happy baby. So bring your knees to your chest. Press your feet up towards the ceiling and grab onto the outer edges of your feet or your big toes. Press into your hands with your feet and kind of creating some opposite energy. So you're pulling your knees in as you're pressing your feet away. And then if it feels good, you can kind of rock back and forth here, massaging the spine a little bit. When you're ready, bring your knees back together in center, and then let them fall slowly to the right. Do a spinal twist. Bring your arms out, palms down. Press both shoulder blades into the mat. And if it feels good for your neck, you can look towards the left as you breathe. When you're ready, engage your core and inhale to bring your knees back to center. Exhale, slowly let them fall over to the left. And don't force this. If they don't make it all the way to the ground, that's okay. Press your right shoulder blade down to the ground, and if it feels good, turn your head to the right. Okay. On your next inhale, bring your knees back to center. Go ahead and straighten your legs. Let your feet fall open. Bring your arms, your hands closer to your body and turn your palms up. Settle into a comfortable Shavasana or corpse pose. Gently close your eyes. Take a moment to survey your body, adjusting to make it as comfortable as possible. Now turn your attention to your breath. Inhale through your nose and be aware of the breath as it fills your lungs. Your abdomen rises. Exhale through your nose while allowing the abdomen to fall naturally as air leaves your lungs. Relax and allow your breath to come easily and softly. Soon, the back of the body will begin to feel a gentle warmth as it rests against the floor. Allow this sensation to rise through the front of the body. Soften the face, the front of the neck and throat, the chest, the tops of the shoulders, the arms, all the way to the tips of your fingers. Relax your rib cage. The abdomen softens as it rises and falls with the breath. The tops of the thighs soften, and this relaxation flows all the way down to the tips of the toes. Bring your attention back to the room around you. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. And in your own time, roll to your left side and then push up to sitting. Come to a comfortable seat. And bring your hands to your heart in prayer. Revisit the intention that you set at the beginning of today's practice. Explore what it means for you now and for the rest of your day. Thank you so much for practicing with me. If you enjoyed, please hit subscribe, and I would love to see you in the next video. Namaste.